Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. With Diwali right around the corner, I thought it'd be perfect time to create some vibrant and beautiful Diwali cards. These designs not only are fun and easy to make, but also perfect for mass producing. So you can quickly craft a whole batch to share with your friends and family this festive season. Well, since I was planning to mass produce these cards, I decided to keep the design super simple and, well, honestly, it was also a perfect excuse to use my new blending brushes by Altenew. For today's project, I reached out for the Leaf Burst stencil by Altenew. This is an older stencil that I had, which I think beautifully mimics a Rangoli pattern, which is such an essential and symbolic part of Diwali festivities. I'll be making three cards today, so I already prepped three panels measuring 4 by 5 and quarter inches each. We are going to have some fun with ink blending and play with lots of vibrant colors. All the inks that I'll be using today are by Simon's Stamp, the Positively Saturated Ink Collection. For my first card, I've gone with a bright festive color combination. We have yellow, pink, and purple. The shades are citrine, sweets, and amethyst. I'll be blending all of these using my big blending brushes to get that smooth, radiant finish. You could definitely use a sticky mat to hold your panel and stencil in place, but today I'll be working on my Glassboard Studios magnetic glass mat. You'll notice these three little purple magnets in the corner. Well, they are perfect for keeping my panel and stencil securely in place while I'll do all of that beautiful ink blending with those gorgeous colors. Once I had my panel in place, I positioned the stencil right over it. Now, this part is totally up to you. You can decide how you'd like the design to be featured on your card front. For all of the three cards that I'll be creating today, I'll be using the leaf burst stencil as my main background pattern, but I'll slightly change the orientation and placement each time. That's actually a fun trick when you're mass producing cards. You can keep the same basic design but switch up just a few little details like color combination, stencil placements, or even your sentiments. It gives you a cohesive set of cards that feel unique and personalized. For card number one, I started by ink blending citrine, that gorgeous vibrant yellow, right in the center of the leaf burst design. Next, I went with sweets, that beautiful pink shade, followed by amethyst to complete that soft radiating pattern. I also added a tiny few pieces of post-it notes around the edges of the stencil just to mask off the panel and keep the ink from getting onto those crisp white areas. You'll notice that I'm not being very particular about how the color blends or radiates out. I really wanted that organic, natural transition between the shades, and I absolutely love how that yellow and pink blend together to create a warm coral tone, and how that pink and purple merge to give such a rich, vibrant finish. Before removing the stencil, I wanted to add just a touch of shine to this beautiful background. So I gently moved the magnets towards the edge of the stencil and gave the panel a light misting with some Frosty Shimmer Spray. This adds the softest sparkle, subtle, but it really catches the light beautifully once it dries. Then I carefully lifted off the stencil, and oh my goodness, look at that pattern. It looks absolutely stunning with a bit of shimmer on top. Now, since I was mass producing these cards, I like to work in steps. So while this first panel is drying, I'll move on to creating my second background. But before that, it's time for a quick cleanup of the work surface and of course the stencil so it's ready for the next round of colors. To clean your glass mat, just spray a little water directly onto it and then wipe it with a microfiber cloth. For my stencils, I like to place them over a microfiber cloth, give it a quick spritz of water, and then gently wipe it clean with another cloth. It's quick, easy, and keeps your stencil looking brand new always. Moving on to panel number two, we'll be doing the same exact process. Ink blending through that beautiful leaf burst stencil, but with a little twist this time. You'll notice that I have changed the positioning of the stencil, and I'm also switching out the colors and the blending style. For this one, I'm using two gorgeous shades. I have amethyst and iris, a beautiful bluish purple paired with a deeper lavender tone. Unlike my first card where the colors radiated outward from the center. This time I'll be blending half of the panel with iris and the other half with amethyst. It creates a striking two-toned effect while still keeping that festive Diwali vibe. These ink blending brushes work beautifully with those positively saturated inks, giving such a smooth, effortless blends with vibrant color payoffs. And just like we did for the first card, I finished this panel with a light mist of the Frosty Shimmer Spray for that soft, elegant sparkle that ties everything together. Here's a closer look at the panel. I absolutely love how this turned out. After cleaning up my stencil and work surface, we are ready to move on to panel number 3. And for this one, I'm once again going with two shades. And since we've been mixing colors, I couldn't skip my absolute favorite color combo for the year, which is pink and orange. This blend has been my go to lately, and I have used it in so many projects from stenciled backgrounds to die cut designs and even stamped images. For this panel, I'm using sherbet and sweets. Sherbet on the top half and sweets on the bottom to create that gorgeous two-tone Rangoli-inspired background. Once the ink blending was done, I gave it a quick spritz of the shimmer mist, just like before, to add that soft festive sparkle. Let me know in the comments below which one of these backgrounds was your favorite. I absolutely love these color combinations, and even though this is technically a leaf burst stencil, it is so beautifully mimicking a rangoli design. It instantly takes me back to my childhood where we used to make rangolis, eat and enjoy lots and lots of sweets, and have fun with firecrackers. Diwali truly is a festival of color and light, and everything around just feels so vibrant and full of life. That being said, I wanted to add lots and lots of sparkle to these cuts. So I bought these three panels over to my splatter box and added some gold and copper metallic watercolor splatters. Well, as much as I love clean and simple cards, I feel like Diwali cards deserve extra color and shine. It's the perfect way to capture all the vibrancy and the festive spark of the season. You could also try adding black watercolor splatters to give a pop of contrast. I think that would look stunning against the colorful designs and the crisp white background. Another option would be running these panels through embossing folders to add textured pattern. But I decided to keep things simple today since we are focusing on mass producing quick and easy cards. Once my panels were completely dry, I adhered them onto top folding A2 size card bases. I wanted to keep these cards light and easy to mail, so I used liquid glue to stick the panels down. Of course, if you'd like a bit more dimension, you could use foam tape instead. Diwali is such a joyful festival of lights and colors, celebrated with family, sweets, fireworks, and of course, beautiful decorations. We have rangoli, lightings, crackers, so much more. It's all about bringing brightness and happiness into your home and spreading that festive cheer. I'd love to hear from you. Which other color combinations would you try for your Diwali cards or projects? Share your ideas in the comments below. Now that my cards are ready, all that's left to do is add a little sentiment strip. For these cards, I used sentiment that says Happy Diwali to you and your family from this super cute stamp set called Festivals of India by Crafty Scrappers. It is such a fun set filled with adorable images that are perfect for Diwali, Holi, and Raksha Bandhan cards. I stamped the sentiment onto black cardstock and then heat embossed it with gold embossing powder for that festive shine. I then went ahead and created three sentiment strips of camera, and now we can add them to our card fronts. I used foam tape to give these sentiments a little bit of dimension and make them pop against our colorful backgrounds. And there you have it, three vibrant and festive Diwali cards, all ready to spread a little extra joy this holiday season. I absolutely love how these colors, shimmer, and metallic splatters bring these cards to life, and even though we kept the design simple and quick, they still feel bright, cheerful, and full of festive spirit. I hope this video inspires you to try making your own Diwali cards, whether you stick with these same color combinations or experiment with your own. Remember, even small touches like shimmer, metallic splatters, and a beautiful sentiment can make your cards really special. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video as much as I did creating these cards for you guys. Well, I will definitely be linking all of the products that I used for today's video and some fun stamp sets that I really love. Please note that all of these links will be affiliate links, which means that if you shop using one of my links, I'll get a small commission at no cost to you guys. Thank you again for joining me today. Until next time, stay safe, happy crafting, and wishing you all a very happy Diwali.